It's Tuesday and here we are again. Another tile, number 513. Gosh, it doesn't seem 2 minutes ago, or I don't know, since we did tile 500. And I know that we've got the challenge still going, so as soon as we hit that 500, I'm going to let you know, because I'm sure we're pretty close. And please keep posting your pictures and use the hashtag tile500challenge, because I want to go through them all, and I'm going to sort of pick one at some point. Maybe next week I'll give you all a chance to get it done. So, okay, where are we going to start today? Regular tile. I've inked it with a little bit of green and yellow. I actually think I used the, I don't know what, I can't remember what I used. Maybe the Crafter's Companion hybrid kind of one. Put a bit of a mix in here. And completely left it to dry. Yes, salt's been included, so when it's and the ink's down, I've spritzed it, bit of salt on, leave it to dry, and I'm good to go. Doesn't matter if you want to keep yours plain, that's absolutely fine. Well, I find sometimes it really helps to have a little bit of colour in the background. And I have got a stencil with me today. If you haven't got one, please don't worry about it. It's not a problem. You see the shadow? There it is. But you can use anything you like. So if you've got something round in your kit, that's okay too. Because I'm going to have a look. Where am I going to go? I'm going to come in with this one. So when I say this one, you're like, which one's that, Sandra? It's the one, if you look at your pieces here, it's this one here. And I can actually, if you want me to, because I've got my ruler, give me a second. And the other side of the table, I can give you a measurement for that one. It's a bit bigger than what's at your ruler. That's a 5 centimetre. So it gives you an idea of where we're starting. And I'm sort of at the bottom, but kind of in the middle. And I'm going to come straight in with a pen to do that one. Let's do it. Straight in with pen. You don't have to, please. If you want to, you can come in and do pencil to start with. There you go. Okay, so now I want something smaller. Not that one, not that one. That one, that one. Okay, so I've come 4 down. So this one, look, is, here we go, 3 centimetres. And I'm going to put, let's have a look, 1 on there. Like that. Covers that lovely bit of green there. And I'm going to come the other side. And I'm going to pop 1 on there. So you see that they're all touching. Look at that. There you go. All right. So let's find the middle-ish. I'm going to use my pencil for this. And I'm going to sort of, right, okay, about there. Like a little dot. The same with those. Okay. So I'm going to, I'm just going to put the lid on my pen for a minute, and I'm going to separate our sections up. So there's one. Now do this lightly, because you're not going to need all of these when you've done. You see, look, so it's very light. Okay. Same on this side. So down there. So I've split it into 4 now. I can still feel the salt there. Look, it's got a bit of a sparkle to it where the salt's stayed on. And this one, look. All right. And along. So I'm doing all of them at the same time. It just makes life a bit easier. And again, along. And along. Okay. So we've got something to go with, you see. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. I thought about 7, really? Okay, so back in with pen. Now, instead of drawing the lines like I've done here, I'm going to do almost like a curve this way, and then a curve this way, like that. So I might as well do the same in these, this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. Just turn it that way. Same again, look, 1 here, and here. Repeat that there and there, and there and there, and again. And I'm going to keep doing that on each one. This is why we did the pencil lightly, because we were going to do these curves on it. So if they don't exactly meet at the top, it doesn't matter. They're just a bit of a guide. So we've got that. Look at that. Looks like little sweets. All right, so I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to stick with the pen, and I'm going to do one in between. So you could, if you wanted to, just do the one like this. So your curves go the same way all the way around. And I'm splitting each shape. It depends on how big yours is and if you've got space. I'm sure you have, and it's going to look better for having the extras in there. So let's do the same with this one. And sort of keep it going round. As we go. And over again. That's that one. So this one. And each one. Just sort of follow the sections there. Let's just join that one. And just keeping it going right to the middle there. Okay, so I'm going to switch to a thicker pen. I've got my 05 here with me. As I want to do in between each of these sections now, I'm going to put myself like a little V like this. And then I'm going to come in and fill it in with ink like that. Same with this one. So sort of keep that going. Now I could actually have drawn it with an 03 pen and then come in and use my brush, but you know, sometimes it's about picking the right tool for the job, and this one's perfect for this really because I can do everything at the same time. As much as the brush is great, I don't think it's always the right one for drawing with, so doing it this way makes life a little bit easier. Okay. On. And oh, let's do that one a little. Oh, it looks a bit slim there. Let's fatten that one up a little bit. Okay. So I'm just kind of working my way around it. Really easy, this one. It's almost little tiger stripes, almost, isn't it? Don't know where I get that from because not all tigers have just got V's on them, but you know where I'm coming from with that. Into this bit. Okay. And that one. And along we go with this one. All right. So I'm going to repeat that, but of course these are going to be a little bit smaller. I think by doing the largest first, you've kind of got an idea of the size, so it works. Keep kind of working my way around there, just a little bit each time. You know, it works, doesn't it? It's amazing how that little bit of blackness makes all that difference. It just sort of really gives it a little bit of a different feel to having it without. Look at that. Same with this one then. So a real easy one. I'm giving you a nice easy day today with this. It's all in the shading with this one. And into the next one. So every single time, same kind of thing. So by now I bet you've got used to it. Maybe you're quicker than I am today. Maybe you're waiting for me. You're like, what's next? Oh, let's just fill that bit in. And into that one. And along there. And to that one. Okay, look at that. All right, so I'm going to come back in with my 3 pen. Before I do that though, any like marks, I'm not going to go over the top of that black pen I've just put in, but I'm going to just remove any marks that you can kind of see in there. Of course, get my big brush remover. There you go. Back to my 03 pen. I'm going to follow on just with these little triangles. I'm going to put myself some little dots. Let's go in a little bit bigger so you can see that. There you go. So I'm sort of still following that curve. Along we go. To those little sections there. And there. See this? Each one's getting a little bit smaller. Ah, you see that? I can come in and you just neaten that up a bit. It's little dots. All right. One at a time. Again, it's all sort of pointing towards the middle. So you're getting that sense that it's moving or it's dimensional before we even put the shading on. Same with this one. Again, if you feel that you need to, you can come in and neaten a few up, but still with the dots. Now you may only get 2 dots in these small ones. Depends on how big those little triangle shapes are. But entirely up to you. You can go a little bit small if you want. Or you just want that little bit of sense of shape there. You see, look, there's a bit of a curve. You could leave them, but I'm just going to neaten it up. Same with this one. Into those. And see, I'm not even having to move the tile for this now. Just sort of leave it as it is and keep going. Kind of just sort of wander down there and neaten that one up as I'm going. See, that's a bit thin, so yeah, it's my artwork. I can do what I like. Change it if I want. Okay, let's pull out a little bit. So we've got this going on. What I want to do now, I'm going to sort of come out with a couple of shapes. Let's go up here, look. And then as I get to the top, I'm going to do almost like a bobble, but a bendy one. Let's go in a bit now. You can see where that is. Look. See a bendy one. Let's do another. I'm going to come off the same bit, look. Bobble. But put a bit of a bend in. See? Bit of a bend. Put let's put one in there. So that's kind of going underneath. Let's have a few wandering off here. Let's see, I can use the same original curve to put the rest in, but as many as you like. They're quite nice to draw, I think, once you've got that in. This could be the next little addiction, drawing bobbles with a wave on them. Yeah, let's have a look at that. All right, let's do a few around here. And don't always put them all in one place. Start by putting a few around, and then if you want to, you can add more. It just makes life a bit easier. Rather than thinking, oh, I don't want to put them many in, and then suddenly you've got to, because you've got 6 million on one side. You've got to make it match on the other. There you go, see. Let's have a little look at that. That's nice. So maybe just sort of a little coming out there, look. Let's do one up here. Okay, let's put some little dots on there. So I've got a little bubble, then a dot. See, so that one, round and a dot. If you've got the space, you see like this one here, no space, so I'm not going to do it there. And this one, they're kind of crossing, so I'm not going to overdo that. Just chose one. So I'm going to go with that one. All right, next one. So I can get one in there, but don't sort of force it. If you can't do it, it doesn't matter. Do it on the ones you can. See that one there? That one I can get both in up there. A little bit. All right. Have I missed one? No. There you go. All right. Bring our pencil in. Now, of course, at this point, you can use just a regular pencil if you want to, or you can do this in colour. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to start in the middle of this one. And I'm going to go for it. Don't be shy with your pencil. Not today with this. So you can come in quite heavy. I think I'm even going to come in with a bit of a pencil maybe after that. Okay. And then round the edge. Again, going to go around all of those, or over the top of all those little tiger stripes. But again, don't be shy with your pencil. We want to get through all of this. We want to make sure that we've got quite a dark piece there. Okay. All right. Yeah, I might come back in and do more if I need to, but that's a good start. So same thing on this one. Yeah, I'm going to sort of see a bit of a glisten with this one, or maybe a touch of texture because I've got salt still attached to my tile there. But that's okay. Right to the edge, look. Right to the edge. Long. Okay. Same with this one. And again, right to the edge. Okay. So all the way around. Now let's have a look at that. Okay. Tortillon. So I'm going to start in the middle. And let's give that a bit of a swirl just to get it going. I want it to be as dark as it can. And then I'm going to push the rest out. So not as much pressure. Yeah, we want to have a little bit of a sort of a shape going on there. Like so. Okay. So it just sort of works its way around. There we go. And let's swoosh this one. So I'm going around this, like swirly ones. Around we go. Okay, so I still want to make sure that I've got plenty of graphite in that bottom edge. But then see, I'm moving it out a little bit. Just kind of giving it a little bit something to go. And then I can come back in, look. Go round the edge and soften it off a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's do these ones. So of course, not going to be as much here, so just be careful. You're not going to be moving it as far. But same sort of motion, but a little bit smaller. Along we go. Around. Yeah. Okay, so looking at that, I could do a little bit more around the edge there. Next one. Let's get that middle going. And along we go. Okay, around the edge. See, when you've done the big one, the little ones seem really easy. You don't have to put as much pressure on at all. It goes ever so quick getting that done there. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, not too bad at all. Still could go a bit more, so what I'm going to do is bring in my black pencil. Let's have a look. Now, I haven't got my regular tin with me, but that's okay. I've got my watercolour one. I'm going to use my black watercolour one. And in the middle here, I definitely want to add some more pencil, so let's go around. Bearing in mind, you can't blend this. You can with a bit of water, but I wouldn't want to now I've got graphite underneath, but I just want to make it darker, so I'm using those lines to help me. You see, just add a little bit in and very gently give it a little bit of a push out into the rest of the graphite. Okay, and around the edge, gonna add sort of a line just to sort of reinforce that a little bit there, because it's already shaded. You know, I don't need to worry so much about putting any. Look at the difference between that side and that side now, just by adding that little line of that pencil. All right, look at that, and go with that. So, you know, if you didn't do a circle today, you could still do this with any shape. Just means that you'd do follow whatever shape you'd got. You know, if it was a square, you could still do the same pattern. you just split up your space as you normally would. And draw in your little S's from there. It doesn't kind of work, you don't get the same depth if you keep your lines straight in the middle. So where we did those S's sort of here, that would, you could do them straight, but you wouldn't get exactly the same kind of movement. So just be aware of that. Okay. Same with this one. All right. So again, into the middle there, and I'm going to follow around into those areas and go all the way around that circle again. Because it is a circle, because I used a stencil and John made the stencil for me. So we know this circles. So, okay. Some of the whole thing's dominating the tile, isn't it? You see, so far so good. But the beauty about using the watercolour pencils is I can come back over them with my pen. So let's just go in a little bit. You see, so I've got my pencil there. But what I can do is I can pull out a little bit of each of those lines. Right, because I've used the watercolour pencil. It's not wax based, so it means I can go over them and not have too much trouble at all. There you are. Okay. Yeah. See, that makes it a little bit blacker, maybe a little bit black in there too. See, just sort of squiggly round. All right, let's do that with these ones. So maybe you want to do the squiggly round first. See, it's almost like a little, just like that. And up and along. There we go. Okay. There we are. So it's sort of just a little bit. So I'm not going up the whole thing. I just want to give it a little bit more darkness in the middle there. And, oh, the other one. There it is. Get a bit of a squiggly in the middle. And just a little bit. Go up and around. Okay. Oh, it's nice and easy to do that now. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. You see this little bit here where I've used my black pencil and it doesn't seem to have sort of blended too well. Maybe I missed a little bit of pencil there. I can come back in, look, and add a touch of pencil. And then a touch of that. You see, all done. But although the pencil won't blend, there's still graphite under there. Okay. That one's a bit dark, of course, because of that green underneath it. Okay, I'm going to bring in, let's have a look, speaking of green, got a bit of a greeny colour here. You can use whatever you like, but being that I've got green in the background, I'm not going to fill these in and blend them or anything. I'm just going to add some colour to them. They're quite small, so blending's just not really necessary. Alright, see how that works. Along, just sort of adding touch. You could use a metallic pen or a gel pen for these, or that'd be nice. Maybe once you've done, maybe a glaze pen, you know, for the dots, just to bring that up a little bit. That'd be nice too. Let's have a little look at that. Again, see, it just gives it a little bit of colour, helps it out. So last thing to do really, well, not the last thing, but it certainly needs a little bit of white on it. So whether you've got the white chalk or whether you use a gel pen, it's entirely up to you. A gel pen's great, but sometimes it can be a little bit, then that's all you see. There we go though. So I'm going to go around, I'm not going to blend this. So see, I'm going back and forth, putting some on. I've got that lovely kind of highlight there. Now, if you wanted to blend a little bit, you could always just sort of go around with your finger. Same here, look, around there. You could also use the stencil again to get a perfect circle if you wanted, but I'm not so worried with that. I don't mind doing it by hand. Look at that. See, that maybe needs a little bit smoothing around. Gives me that shape. I think this one I could benefit with a little bit more in my black there, so I haven't put it away yet. I'm gonna come in a little bit further in, just lightly. You see? Sometimes, you know, you've got to build it up and don't feel that you can't go back and add something to it if you need to. You have to look at it, and when it's sort of like got the highlights and things on, if you still think, do you know what, it needs a little bit there, go back and do it, it's fine. Sometimes if doing it all at once, you don't really sort of see the whole thing. You've got to have those highlights to sort of think, well, actually, it does need to be a little bit darker there. See, look at that. Okay, let's have a look at that. See, look at the difference there. That's a little bit better, you know, having that little bit of extra black in. Okay, might as well do those. So you see, I'm not really being particular about it. I'm not trying to be neat. Just having that little bit of extra there makes all the difference. Okay, last thing to do. They're not coming for me, by the way. Don't know what's going on outside. And let's put the initials as usual. There you go. All right, so tile number 513, all done for the day. So really looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with this and what colours you're going to go with. Maybe you want to add some extra flowers around or do something a bit different, and tell it to you. Maybe you want to do the actual drawing in a different colour. But either way, have fun with it and enjoy, and let's see what you do. So, okay, have a great day, everybody, what's left of it, and I will catch you here again on Friday. So have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.